Dad.
Well, we're gonna have to talk today, remember?
Yeah, you know what? I really got to run to my...
Today is the day, and now's the time. Have a seat.
Look, I know Mom told you I've been sleeping with Dorian Lord.
Yeah. Which means you lied to me. You lied to your mother, and you lied to me.
Well, look at the way you're acting now. If you would have known at the time...
Look, I didn't come here to argue. I came here to tell you a few things you don't know about good old Dorian Lord.
Don't look so hot, Dorian.
Thank you.
Like maybe you didn't get too much sleep last night.
Actually, I didn't.
Not brooding over Joey Buchanan, I hope.
His name is Joe, Uncle David. He wants to be called Joe.
Wait a minute, you don't really care about... I thought I explained this to you last night. You would better focus all of your energy on our problem.
Our problem?
That's right, our very real, our very dangerous problem, Dorian, because if I go down, you will not be far behind. And you would better help me find the real heir to the Victor Lord Trust Fund. I hired a private investigator to check around and find out who this Bitsy woman was.
The one Irene gave her baby to.
Yeah, Victor's baby. At least that's what Irene said in the last few pages of her diary.
Which you carefully tore out of the diary before you showed it to dear Vicky.
But I don't know how long this private investigator is going to take, Dorian. I need sources, and I need them quick.
I've got a wonderful idea for you. That is, if you're not squeamish about breaking and entering.
I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, I am too, honey. It's so good to see you. I'm going to tell you, second honeymoons are wonderful. Oh, I just love Spain. I love Thailand.
Ooh.
I love Morocco. I love them all, but I'm going to tell you, I loved coming home best of all.
Oh, I bet.
So, tell me, what did I miss while I was gone?
Oh, you're gonna love this.
What?
Vicky married Sloan.
Oh, hallelujah. That's wonderful. Wait a minute. I thought Sloan...
Oh, yeah, it was very complicated. But Vicky hung in there, and they got married yesterday at the hospital. Oh. Luna, it was so moving. I can't even tell you. It made me think all over again how life is really so short. And nothing's for certain, you know?
Oh, yeah, I know all about that.
Well, good. I'm glad you agree, because I have a secret to tell you. It turns out David was telling the truth when he said he was lying about being my brother.
Oh, right.
He's not my brother after all. But there's more. He asked me to marry him. And there's more. I said yes.
Oh.
And when I'm all by myself, I love to look at this ring he gave me. So what do you think, Luna?
Hi. He's my father.
Hi. Haven't seen you around here.
No, I just came in from Pennsylvania.
Well, welcome to Chicago. I'm afraid to say your dad's not doing too well. He's weak. A little weaker every day.
Would you mind if I just sat with him?
Oh, no. Not at all.
Dad, don't try and talk. No, don't. Oh, you need to do is listen. Listen. Because this may be the last time I ever talk with you.
Dad, I know Dorian has done a lot of terrible things to this family. I know that. But there's no way you're going to get me to believe that she set me up yesterday. She didn't use me just to get a little revenge. Now, I'm telling you, Dad, I don't care what Mom thinks. It's just not true.
Real sure of that, are you?
Hey, I know I'm not all that experienced when it comes to relationships, but I know what Dorian feels for me. And I know what I feel for her. Dad, it's real.
Joey, do you really think that those feelings Dorian has for you are anywhere near as deep as the hatred she has for your mother? She's hated your mother since before you were born. Now think about it. And it's a sick, twisted, demented kind of hate.
Dad, look.
Hear me out! I want to tell you a story. And when I'm through, if you don't buy it, if you don't think it has a familiar ring to it, then I'll back off. Just one little story. Fair enough?
What do you mean breaking and entering?
I spent the morning looking through Victor's papers, hoping that I would find something that could help us.
Yeah? What'd you find?
Nothing. However, the other day, Cassie told me that Sloan has boxes and boxes of Victor's papers, a lot of which Vicky gave him, stored, guess where? In the attic of his house.
Oh, so what am I supposed to do? Just go ask him for a look-see?
Sloan left for Tidewater yesterday, and his house has been closed up for weeks.
Look, I don't get out. That's the breaking and entering part.
Mm-hmm.
I can check into somebody's attic. I can do that. Okay. Meanwhile, what are you going to be doing besides giving me suggestions about how I can break the law?
I am having a drink with Arthur Vandenberg, and I will find out everything I can about the trust. Oh, dear. He's here now. So, why don't you take this plate and finish eating someplace else?
Thanks. Not hungry anymore. I will be in touch.
Bye. Arthur, oh, it's so wonderful to see you.
Well, with a greeting like that, dare I assume that you're ready to write the book I'm asking for? Oh, come on. Make my day. Tell me you'd love to tell your side of the Victor Lord mystery.
I'm thinking about it.
Excellent.
But the more I do think about it, the more certain questions arise. I wonder if you couldn't help me with them.
Those rapes at the hospital. You remember all that, Dad? Well, they finally got the guy. And guess what? It wasn't me. For the first time in my life, I'm innocent. How about that, huh? Matter of fact, I was the one who finally figured out who it was. And now, it's over. Now, hold on. Now, I know this must come as big news to you. That your son isn't as rotten as you thought. But let me tell you something, Dad. This isn't the first time you've been wrong about me. Trust me on this. You've been wrong about me plenty. And I know that I have screwed up plenty. But I finally figured something else out, too. I've been screwed plenty, too. By you. Nothing was ever good enough for you, Dad. If if I wanted to be your son, I had to be the biggest, the strongest, the toughest, the superstar. Big shot. That's a loser's game, Dad. And I'm not playing anymore. And I didn't come here to ask you if that's okay, or to tell you that I'm sorry, or anything like that. I don't even care what you think. You're not hurting me anymore. And I just wanted to let you know that. And from here on in, I'm not just your son. I'm me. Just me. I can see that you need your rest. Good luck.
Yes, Tom. Please don't go. I don't want to hurt you. And Dorian arranged for me to walk in on Sloan and your mother. Now, does that have a familiar ring so far?
Oh, come on. She couldn't have set that up. It's too complicated. I mean, Dad, you went there when you already knew Sloan was there. It makes no sense.
She made a phone call, Joey. A phone call. Just like she did yesterday when she called your mother and told her that you were spending the afternoon in her bedroom. Anyway, the way she worked it with me is she made another phone call. She called me, told me that Sloan was gone and your mother had broken her leg. So I went racing up to the ski lodge. And Dorian just happened to accidentally, on purpose, run into me in the lobby, give me your mother's room number, fix me up with a spare key, and I went barreling in there like some dummy. It's a perfect setup. And Dorian did everything except laugh in your mother's face. And don't think she didn't have a good laugh yesterday after you and your mother had left.
It's not true! Now, why are you gonna go make things up? You weren't even there.
Don't you think that Dorian got just a little bit of pleasure out of having Vicky walk in and find her son in bed with her worst enemy? Think about it. All she wanted to do was hurt your mother. It was a game to her, Joey, and she won it.
So, what I'd like to do is write a partial outline for you, concentrating on my early years. My childhood, dealing with my parents' death, my sister's insanity, holding down 3 jobs while I worked my way through medical school. Then, if you like it, we'll talk about your publishing a book.
Oh, I'm sure I shall. Well, you certainly had an uphill battle getting where you are. And look at you now, a millionaire, the owner of The Intruder. And that must be worth a pretty penny.
Yes, well, didn't you tell me that you were literary advisor to a trust that might be interested in buying The Intruder from me? A trust that, of course, Victor set up for his male heir when he turns 25.
Yes, I believe that'll be early next year.
It's all so fascinating. I wonder if you couldn't fill me in on some of the details of the trust.
Well, I hope so. I love snow. I love it a lot.
I love snow. In fact, it's supposed to snow a lot. We can go sledding.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
You know, the best run here in Glenview is down Cemetery Hill. Have you been there?
Oh, yeah, I think the kids are every year. It's right next to Serenity Springs.
We'll go. We will go.
Yeah, well, one problem. Based on the way that Luna reacted when she saw us together, maybe we should stay away from Serenity Springs for a while.
So, what does your family think about all this?
My family?
Uh-huh. I mean, How did Vicky take the news that David wasn't y'all's brother?
Well, you know, Vicky's been really busy. You know, Sloan being sick and they just got married and all, you know.
So y'all gonna save that for later, huh?
That's right.
Did you tell Kevin? Joey? Jessica? Y'all saving them for later, too, huh?
Luna, it's got to stay a secret. David was very adamant about that. In fact, he'd be upset if he knew I was telling you.
He would, huh?
I mean, if he's not really a member of the Lord family, everybody would be shocked.
Tina, don't you ever worry or wonder about this man? Just a little bit. About his character? About what he's got in mind for you?
He loves me.
Yeah, he says he loves you, but he has lied to you. Tina, listen to me. The last thing you ought to do is marry this man. Ever. Oh, dear goddess, if you had just stayed with Card, who is a wonderful man. A wonderful man. None of this would have happened to either of you.
God. Look, listen. If this is going to be another lecture about how I'm no good, you can forget about it, okay? Because I'm out of here.
You know, lying here in a room like this, all these weeks, getting my air from a tube, listening to that machine count out my heartbeats. You look at things a lot different. I've been thinking a lot about the past. I didn't help you. I didn't know how. Why was he a father?
Look, like you say, okay, that's in the past. And, I'm trying to put all of that behind me. Why don't we just forget about it, okay? Right now, you gotta concentrate on getting better.
Can't do that. There's something you need to know. Oh,
Move out of the way. Move out of the way.
Tidewater number, or leave a message and I'll get it in a day or so. Thanks. Wait for the tone.
Hiya, Sloan. It's Hugh Marshall. I couldn't help calling an old West Point roommate, giving him a little congrats. I read about you in the Washington papers this morning, marrying that Victoria Lord Buchanan woman. Now, from the picture they had of her, Looks like you're one lucky son of a gun. But then you always were.
Arthur, just a few measly names.
But, darling, Dorian, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have told you that I was a consultant to the fund. Give away the trustees' names. That would be totally unethical. You're not digging into this for an article for the Intruder, are you?
No, absolutely not. This is just between you and me. Just one name.
You're so persistent.
I can't help it. I was married to Victor. I can't help but be curious about how he set up the trust, who he got to run it.
Well, you do know the heir, that David Vickers fellow, so why don't you just ask him?
Why, yes, I suppose I could do that.
Anyway, I really don't know much about how the fund is handled, apart from what I've told you. When the heir is 25, he'll come forward, and at that point, he'll start to handle the principal, and I'll be sure to put in a good word about your interest in selling the Intruder. Fair enough?
Fair enough. Whatever you can do will certainly help. Oh, and I'm so glad you're interested in my idea about writing an outline first.
Oh, yes, I am, very much. So you get to work, young lady, because I'm eager to read it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Dorian?
Joe. How are you?
Carlotta told me you'd be here.
I'm so glad you came to
Now,
find...
you won't be glad for long.
What?
You did set me up. Just to hurt my mother.
Joe, that's not true.
You know, my dad, Kevin, David, they all tried to warn me, but would I listen? No, not until it was too late. But I know the truth now, don't I? Everything my mother said about you is true. Everything.
I just don't understand the reaction, that's all. Thank you very much.
Court, how am I supposed to react?
I was just trying to avoid a problem, okay?
Thank you. So, you're telling me we're supposed to base all of our life on every one of Luna's moods? Oh, give me a break.
Why is it that you... I'm sorry, we're fine, thank you.
Enjoy.
Why is it you can't take anybody else's happiness into account? We're talking about going sledding, all right? Taking a sled and going down a hill with snow on it. It's not life or death.
But it always has to be about Luna. All right. You're right. As usual. So, do you like your women hot-headed?
Hot-headed or hard-headed?
A little bit of both. I tell you what, I got a little secret for you.
Yeah?
Bring that beautiful face over here.
Oh, I have the name of this woman on a piece of paper in my purse here. Well, oh, thank you. You know, oh, my purse is so stuffed with things I can't find it. But if you're looking for a good masseuse, this might just very well be the answer.
I would never, ever use you for any reason.
Yeah, right.
No matter what your mother or anybody else has said, I care about you too much for that. You know that, Joe. You must know how I feel about you.
Yeah. The way you feel about my father? When you set him up to walk in on my mom and Sloan Carpenter at that ski resort? Vendetta, Dorian. All you cared about was getting your revenge, so you used me to hurt my mother. Bet it was really great fun, wasn't it? Knowing you were ruining her wedding day. That must have made it real special.
Joe, please, just hear me out. All right, because I don't know why this has happened, why something so beautiful would turn out so badly. I mean, you said that you wanted to let your mother know that you were going to be a little late and that she shouldn't hold the wedding for you. You were in a hurry, you jumped in the shower. And so I thought that I would call and let her know that you were on your way. that was all that I intended to do. I had no idea that she would leap to conclusions, come barging into my house, straight into my bedroom. But Joe, remember, you said that you wanted to tell the whole world about our relationship, and I said, maybe someday, and anyway, then I realized that this was not a very good time for her to deal with the reality of our relationship, and so I tried to call her back, but it was too late.
Yeah, it was too late. But you've had your fun. You hurt my mom, played me for the fool, and I was stupid enough to give you the chance. Forget it, Dorian. No more lies. It's over.
And then I got that meeting with those bankers. We got that section of Serenity Springs that we're trying to develop. I could probably be at your place by 5. How's that?
Great. It should be snowing a lot by then. 5's good.
Do you see who's sitting over there?
Why do you think I'm facing this way?
Kurt's got a lot of nerve, you know? He seems oh so suspicious about David. Meanwhile, he's snuggling up to Lambview's resident slut. How could they be friends?
Oh, I got a little piece of news for you. Your ex-husband's a lot further along than the friendship stage with Blair.
What? I knew they were dating, but they're not. Oh.
Max and I came home from our second honeymoon and walked in on the two of them going at it on the desk at Serenity Springs.
The desk? Oh, that witch, that slut. You know, if he thinks he's bringing that thing home around my children, he's got another thing coming to him.
Tina, wait just a minute. You know what? I just remembered I got a whole lot of work to do at the radio station. Why don't you go back there with me, help me pick out some music for the show tonight, honey? I'd love it if you would. We can order Chinese food in. What do you say?
There you go. Thank you. Oh, please, could you get a Coke, too?
Sure.
Well, look at that. Good. If Miss Luna gets so upset seeing us together, she can just go somewhere else.
You know, Gladys, this kind of talk is going to cause some problems. Look, I got to be going myself. I got to meet those bankers.
Look, you're not going to go chasing after her, are you? Okay? I'll be waiting. What?
Seeing Luna didn't upset you all that much, did it?
Come on, Cord. Don't make fun of me here. I always feel like I come in second every time one of your old friends shows up.
Well, I thought that my spending the night with you last night would convince you that you come first. I guess you need a little more convincing tonight, huh?
That sounds nice. Don't let those bankers take too much of your money, okay?
All the way around, honey. All the way around.
Good.
We'll see you.
Hey.
Blair!
Are you all right?
You've got to help me.
What?
Joe is so angry at me, I can't stand it. Now, you've got to call him. You've got to tell him that you want to talk to him.
Me?
Yeah.
Talk to him?
Absolutely. Tell him that you want to talk about me. That's all you have to do. Tell him that you want to talk about how I'm really feeling. You've got to convince him to meet with you.
Dorian, I don't even know if I can get him to talk to me. I don't know him that well. He doesn't know me, and what he does know, well, it isn't that nice. Now, come on. Tell me, what happened? Did Vicky convince him that you were using him?
Just convince him to meet with you. If you call him, he'll realize that I'm not doing all that well. Just call him, okay? I've got to make him understand. I've just got to.
Oh, I love the snow. Joey Buchanan.
Hello?
Joey Buchanan, please.
Speaking. Who's calling?
This is Blair Daimler. Listen, I really need to talk to you. It's about my Aunt Dorian.
Well,
Joey, are you still there?
yeah. I'm still here. It's just I don't want to talk to you or anybody else about Dorian.
No, please. Don't hang up. Joey, look, I know that you don't know me all that well, but I am worried about my aunt, and I do love her.
Well, I'm not even seeing her anymore, so...
Joey, please, I'd like to talk to you just for a few minutes. It's about what she's going through. Like I said, she's kind of in a bad way, and I thought if I could just swing by in my car and pick you up just a few minutes, I could say everything that I've got to say, and then I'd have you back home right away. So that's not too much to ask, is it? I mean, I just feel so uncomfortable talking to you about these things on the phone, you know. Joey.
Look, it's not going to make any difference, all right? Not after what she did to my mother.
Okay, well, maybe not, but would it be all right if I just came by, picked you up in my car, just say in 10 minutes?
All right, I'll watch for a car.
Who is that?
Just a friend. He's upset about something, so he wants me to go for a ride with him, you know, talk.
Boy, that little CJ sure can talk. He had more questions for his grandpa than any 10 kids I know.
I'm making, some salsa cruda and fettuccine for later, if you're interested.
Oh, is that an invitation?
Yeah.
Good.
You know, Dad, I appreciate what you told me before. I acted like a kid, but, things are a lot clearer for me now.
I'm glad to hear it. We'll just go on from here, okay?
Okay.
Oh, looking good, even if I say so myself. Well, Bert, I thought that you were going to call before I...
You, slut.
Daily reminder, 1970. Whoa. Meeting with Irene at 2 p.m. Ray, Bitsy, and the boy. Meet with lawyers, 3:30 Wednesday. Victoria's birthday this Sunday. Happy birthday, Vicky. Arrange limo. Irene flying baby to Chicago tomorrow a.m. When was it? August. Business. Reminder, send Bitsy medical info on blood type of boy. O negative. Now we're cooking.
Mary, Mr. Manning is in V-fib. Check and see if we can up the lidocaine.
He just kind of moaned, and then he sat up. I think he was talking too much.
Mary!
He's just tired, right?
We need him stat.
Look, you gotta calm down there, okay? You're just making things worse.
Sure.
What are you doing? Look, just forget about that, okay? What are you reaching for? Look, you just gotta calm down. The help's on the way. They're gonna fix you up just fine.
You need to know.
What?
Find out who you are.
I hope you'll understand if I don't invite you in, Tina.
Why? You got the Marine Corps waiting for you in the bedroom?
No. In fact, I am on my way out.
Let's get something straight, Blair.
Can we keep it short?
Sure. I'm not sweet like Luna is.
Really?
Luna told me how you're using cord instead of a blanket to keep you warm this winter since you lost out when you tried to steal Max. You remember how you tried to wreck Luna and Max's marriage, and you made everybody's life miserable, and you still wound up a loser?
Is there a point to all of this?
Sure. Seeing you with Cord really upsets Luna.
Oh.
Because she cares about Cord.
Oh, she's such a nice person.
She is. And it really makes her sad. But you know what it does to me?
No.
It makes me want to rip your little heart out. Just know this, Blair. As of now, I'm your enemy.
Oh, my.
Go ahead and sneer. We'll see who's laughing when I'm finished with you, and I will finish you. Make no mistake.
Well, are you at least finish for now?
Don't think I won't talk to Cord about this, because I will. And when I'm done, you won't have him to keep you warm.
Oh, is it Cord you were looking for? Is that why you came by? Well, you were welcome to wait then, because he's going to be here at any moment. Actually, he had this meeting, and then he had to stop by and pick up a few things. I tell you what, Tina, he hated using my razor this morning. You know how cranky some guys get when they're trying to get going in the morning after a long, hard night. Well, you were welcome to stay and wait for Cord. And is there anything that I can get you, Tina? How about a little soda pop? Hot chocolate?
You've been warned.
Blair, you said you wanted to talk. I wasn't expecting a limousine.
Hello, Joe.
Dorian.
I need to talk to you.
Sam Vance? Yeah, hi, it's David Vickers. I'm glad I caught you in.
Yeah, but I'm just on my way out the door. What's up? Would you find this Bitsy woman already?
No, nothing quite that sensational. How about you? You make any progress?
No, but then you didn't give me much to go on. Just Irene Clayton and her friend Bitsy, and maybe they went to college together at Radcliffe 25 years ago.
Well, I hope at least that helps you get started, because believe me, Sam, finding this woman and the son that she raised is more important than you know.
I gathered that. Look, do you have something else to give me, Mr. Smith? Is that why you're calling?
Yeah, you might say I ran across some more information. I know the baby's blood type, O negative, and I also know where Irene took the baby when she took him to Bitsy. She took him to Chicago.
God, look, you just gotta calm down, okay? Your mother. You're just making it worse on yourself. You can hardly breathe. Your mother. What?
We loved you. I tried to. This is your.
Somebody, help!
Watch it. Check the leads.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
No pulse. No code. Back up, everybody. This is a DNR. That's it.
Please do something.
Mr. Manning, your dad was very weak. He requested that we not resuscitate when this happened. I am sorry for your loss. Truly sorry.